discovery has shaken the world of archaeology and spiritual circles. An exceptionally well-preserved, spectacular, rare bronze coin, which was minted in the 2nd century CE in Alexandria, Egypt. The reverse side depicts the zodiac sign of Cancer beneath a portrait of the moon goddess Luna. The coin bears the date year 8, which is the 8th year of Antonius Pius's rule, which was around 144 CE. It belongs to a series of 13 coins, 12 depicting the different signs of the zodiac, and another one depicting the entire zodiac wheel. And joining us now with more on this very exciting discovery is our own moon goddess herself, Dr. Galit Ben Tovel, an Egyptologist, professor, and author of the book, The Messiah Code, about the moon people. Hello and welcome back to the show.
Thank you. So great to be here, Emily.
It's so exciting when we have these types of discoveries. I imagine for you as an Egyptologist and an expert on this, what does it mean that we're starting to see proof of the meaning of these moon goddesses in history just washing up along the shores of Haifa?
Exactly. And first of all, this was a very strong worship, the moon worship. And what we are discovering now, the last years, that we have many findings that are being revealed. It's like the time to speak about this moon worship that was neglected and maybe forgotten along the history, and now is coming back. And the symbol of Luna on this coin, together with the zodiac sign, really brings us to the worship in the Roman time, when Luna was one of the primary gods and was connected to the zodiac and to the agriculture as well. We have the writer and the philosopher from Roman time by the name of Varro, who actually mentioned her as one of the 12 deities and goddesses that are connected to agriculture. And to find this object in the shores of Haifa is really exciting.
Right. I mean, it just shows that what you're reading about and studying wasn't just, in a vacuum. We're seeing it. And why is Luna associated specifically with the sign of Cancer and the crab?
So Luna with the sign of Cancer, we have to say that the sign of Cancer is the one that is more connected to the moon. And this is why also we have the Cancer there and the moon. And when we see the wheel of the zodiac wheel, the Cancer is the closest one to the moon, represent the feelings, the emotion, the mother goddess like Luna, which symbolized by the crescent in these coins. So if I could pick one sign that would be the most connected to the moon, it would be definitely the Cancer.
Wow,
and the second one, of course, the Capricorn, which is on the opposite side.
The opposite side. So explain a little bit more about the whole idea behind, even the moon people. We've talked a lot about ancient Egypt, but, in your research, in your studies, even with the ancient Israelites being moon people, lunar people, even the lunar calendar, what does this tell us as far as, the history of the importance of women during that time?
So the importance of women during that time, they were leading the ceremony, they were the priestess, okay? They were leading the worship. The role that we're giving to women is because they themselves are giving life to the planet, which means they are bearing also, if we want, the clock of the universe. By the fact that they are connecting themselves to the moon with their menstrual cycle, they will know what are the decisions that needs to be taken in how we need to lead our tribes, families, and how we need also to take care of the land and all the animals that are part of it. One of the beautiful things that the zodiac is actually telling us as regarding to the moon people, by the way, the zodiac in Greek means the wheel of life. The zodiac is actually life. We speak about the animal. So they were looking at the different constellation of planet and stars along the year, and they will know how to translate it to what exactly they have to do if we have to harvest the land, to plant. So everything was connected to the different constellation of the different planet in relation to the moon, which means it was like a compass for them to know what are the best decisions they need to make when they are cultivating the land or when they are leading their tribe in different things. So it was, if you want, looking at the stars and looking at the planets and looking at all the zodiac wheels was the compass of the women priestess who led the tribe in those periods.
Amazing. Well, we're going to continue more. We have to take a short break, but we're going to be back with more. Very own moon goddess, Dr. Galit Ben Tovel. Let's continue our conversation. You know, just a few weeks ago, we filmed our episode in Magdala. People talk about even Mary Magdalene, and you know, the fact this coin was found, in AD, in CE, what does that mean as far as the importance you think of Mary Magdalene as a potential moon goddess, according to your
So I really
theories?
believe that Maria Magdalena was a moon priestess. First of all, also by her name. Her name is Maria Magdalena. We understand that she was there in Migdol, okay, this is the place, but also the meaning of the place, Migdol, the moon priestess used to live in towers. We say in Hebrew, Migdal, it's the Hebrew
Tower.
word for tower. And they used to live there, not only to live, but it was their function, because they had to be the closest that they can to the sky to understand the constellation, different constellation of stars, to see the different moon phases changing, and by that knowing what exactly they're supposed to do, in life in general. So living in towers was one of the habits of the moon priestess. So I also do believe that she was connected to the moon worship by her values, okay? Speaking about love, speaking about caring from one another. So all the moon value that speaks about giving life, love as the center values, cherishing life, taking care of others. If we speak also about bringing rains, and also dealing with honey. And also we know that in Migdal also there was a big, I wouldn't say factory, like we say today, but there was a big work with honey and hives as well, also in her time.
Right.
So it's also, all these hints connect maybe to the fact that she was a moon priestess, and she transmitted this value,
Right.
of course, to Jesus as well.
Wow.
So it's all about women.
Wow, it's just making it, more examples of why your passion and everything that you're studying and
Totally.
sharing is worth
Totally.
it.
I'm passionate
It's a very
about-
specific field.
Exactly, and very specific times
Yeah,
also.
very exciting. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
shedding
much,
light
Emily.
on
Great to
our
be here.
lunar princesses and goddesses of yesteryear and now here living today.
Thank
Much
you.
appreciated.